Today we're gonna go on Reddit, we're gonna read some stories and figure out if these people are an asshole or not. I'm here with Christine and we're gonna kind of decide together, so let's get right into it. Title of this is, Am I an Asshole for Treating a Real Estate Transaction with a Family Member Like a Business Transaction? My husband and I own a vacant lot worth $150,000 adjacent to our home that my stepson wants to build his new house on. He doesn't have the cash to buy it and is unable to get a loan that will fund both the lot purchase and construction. He wants us to just deed the lot over to him and refinance at the completion and pay the lot off. No promissory note, nothing. Despite having some equity in both his home and the commercial building, he does not want to give us a lien on the home on one of those in exchange for deeding the lot to him. My husband, of course, is in favor of deeding the lot to him. This has created an untenable situation between us. I wanted to treat this as a business transaction, and he says you don't do that with family. The stepson has a hard money lender who will advance the construction funds if we deed the lot to the stepson. In anticipation of that, the stepson has already started construction. The grading is complete, foundation is in, and utilities are on. I would never have permitted that to happen, but I was overruled. He now has put us in a position of a huge debt that he cannot pay unless we deed the lot to him and construction loan proceeds become available, and we hope for the best. I've spent my entire career in real estate, including 15 years in banking, and I've seen many deals like this go south. I understand the risk of things like construction problems or delays, changes in the market conditions which affect value. The stepson is also living with his girlfriend and their child, and that relationship could go south and she would be entitled to half of everything, or even the death of the stepson, which forces the estate into probate. The value of this lot represents a huge portion of our retirement plan. We are in our mid to late 70s, so am I the asshole for wanting to treat this as a business transaction?
The stepson wants to get a loan from the family.
So the stepson wants to use the family's lot, but he wants it for free, essentially. But his name has to be on the deed of the lot in order for him to get money from a lender to do what he wants to do on the lot.
Okay.
So he doesn't want to pay for it. He's like, hey, mom and dad, let me just build on this lot. And then once I get the loan from the lender and I build my house on it, and then I refinance the house and get money back from the lender, it's a confusing process.
So he expects to pay them on like the back end, like once everything is done.
Once everything is good, and the parents have no sort of like insurance on it or anything. Yeah. Like they are just kind of banking that this will go good and then that they will get paid eventually. Mm-hmm. There's no sort of like security for them though.
Yeah.
So is she an asshole for wanting to treat this like a business transaction?
I see like both sides of it.
Okay. So on the dad side, he's like, oh, like this is family. Like we're gonna let him fucking do what he wants. We're gonna support him. Damn it. You're with that kinda? You see that side of it?
I think like I would want that security, like something to like fall back on in case it didn't work out. Like what if he like doesn't get the loan, or he wants to build it for what? Did he say?
Yeah, so he wants to build a house on it. His house for himself. He owns 2 other properties, and basically the parents were like, okay, in order to secure ourselves and our like finances, we need to put a lien on one of your properties.
Collateral.
That's collateral, yeah, exactly. So that they're financially protected. And he's like, no, just give me the land for free. She's definitely not an asshole. When it comes to
I'm leaning more towards like them not being an asshole.
Yeah, like, okay, like it's your son, it's your stepson, and you want the best for them.
Like you want to help family.
Right, yeah, like you want to help them, but like at the same time, it's a lot of freaking money we're talking about here. And yeah, it can be a tricky game. And if you like, I don't know, if something goes south, like one of those situations that the mom was talking about, like yeah, her retirement is kind of screwed. Especially if this is a big chunk of your retirement, then yeah, you're fucking screwed.
Yeah.
I feel like in general, when it comes to like large transactions like this, it's definitely best, in my opinion, to treat it like a business transaction.
Right. And this guy already owns 2 other properties, so he knows really how the process works, and he's just expecting his family to help, like simply because they're family.
Yeah, huge red flag.
I think there needs to be some communication.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of security. I think that's like extremely reasonable. Like on the lowest level, there has to be some security just in case some shit goes south. Like, so no, I don't think she's an asshole.
So answer is, we don't think they're an asshole.
You're not an asshole, lady.
So Gil, let's imagine there's a client going through this exact same situation. What would your advice be?
I feel like at this point, like you just have to get a lawyer. It sounds like the mom is just like really being like pushed to the side on this one and kind of like has no power in this situation, which sucks. But if her name is on that land deed, number one, she needs to sign off on something that says like, okay, I'm deeding this over to you. So like, if she doesn't want to do that, she could just not do that. And number two, if they're like really getting on her about it, I would just get a lawyer and just like,
yeah, exactly. Because like, what if you're retiring soon?
Yeah, exactly. This is your life we're talking about.
Yeah.
So like, protect it. And if you have to like reach out to an attorney to like help you figure that out, that'd probably be the best like route to go. So what do you guys think down in the comments? Are we the assholes? Are we right in this situation? Is there a scenario in which the mom would be wrong?